Welcome back to the SportsMax Zone. The 81st running of the Jamaica Oaks is set for this Saturday at Caymanas Park, horse racing in St. Catherine. 10 of the best native-bred 3-year-old fillies will battle in the 10 furlong contest for a purse of 2.5 million Jamaican dollars. That's approximately US 16,000. These are the starters for this event, all 10 of them. The 9 horse in red there, Above and Beyond, of course, had won the 1,000 guineas for fillies back in July. It was the 25th of July. And the runner-up horses in that event, Another Fear, the 1 horse, and Sensity, the 5 horse, were second and third to Above and Beyond. There are the morning line odds on the right of the screen. Above and Beyond at the moment confidently expected to win at 4-5, with Shipanza, pretty new horse, has won one of, I think, 3 lifetime starts so far from the Richard Azan barn. Hasn't won in more than 1 Oaks race in his career, Azan, but he has won several classics and he's a Hall of Famer. And I heard an interview that Anthony Nunes did with Michael Edwards, our racing producer, and he sounded very cagey. He didn't want to buy into this thought that Above and Beyond is a foregone conclusion, because he spoke of horses improving since the Guineas, including Shipanza. I'm not sure how you read that, George, but we also know that Anthony Baba Nunes is not a haughty trainer who speaks, in tones of overconfidence. So I think his horse should win, but he's being very careful about his projections for the race.
Fact is, though, that when you look at the winners of the Jamaica Oaks down the years, the Oaks, for some reason, it is ripe for an upset. Yeah. The Guineas favorite, well, the Guineas winner doesn't usually go on to win the Oaks. However, there's a huge difference, though. Most of the times that the Guineas winner is beaten in the Oaks, it's because the Guineas winner is usually a sprinter who just about gets the mile of the Guineas, and because that one perhaps has a little more class than the fillies in the 3-year-old group, it gets home over a mile. But when you go 10 furlongs, then one of the other horses who are better at the longer distances at 2 turns usually gets the job done. The case for Above and Beyond, though, is strong, because Above and Beyond slammed the fillies over a mile, and she appears, relative to the rest of them, to be the best stayer among the fillies colony in the 3-year-old group. So that bodes well for her chances, and she could buck the trend of the Guineas winner going on to find the Oaks 10 furlongs too far.
But Lance, what about Another Affair? Do you think, because she was runner-up in the 1,000 guineas, do you think they would put up a fight?
Well, Another Affair was well beaten in the 1,000 guineas, which was over a mile, and it didn't seem at any stage of the home stretch that it was getting any closer to Above and Beyond. So in theory, if they're going 2 furlongs longer, Above and Beyond, which based on its breeding, doesn't suggest that it would have trouble going an extra 2 furlongs. I don't think Another Affair can turn the tables here on Above and Beyond. There's Another Affair in the blue and white silks, approaching the 8th pole. Above and Beyond, with Dane Nelson aboard, stretches the advantage and goes further and further away, and in the end won by 6 1/4 lengths. Another Affair not able to put up a challenge there to Above and Beyond. Anthony Nunes said in the interview with Michael this week that he doesn't think Above and Beyond has improved since the Guineas. He feels the horse has kept her shape and is coming back even from the 1,000 Guineas success. He spoke, as I said, though, of Shipanza, who is by breeding a half sister to both Big Daddy Cool and last year's Triple Crown winner Supreme Soul, and he is suggesting that that horse could be a bit of a danger. He said exactly what George mentioned earlier on about times when horses winning the Guineas not repeating in the Oaks, because the extra 2 furlongs is taxing for many of these horses. So it's a matter of whether Above and Beyond will enjoy 10 furlongs that will decide it. But as we have said, there's nothing that we have seen in how this horse has run. It has won 3 of its last 4 starts to suggest that it will be troubled by an extra 2 furlongs, especially against this crowd.
George, this is the 81st running of the Jamaica Oaks. What's so special about the Jamaica Oaks? Because I haven't been able to attend one in Jamaica.
Well, before social distancing, the Oaks would have been a spectacle, the day, because they dub it Ladies' Day. So it's a day that the ladies wear their fancy hats And of course, you know, no lady wears a fancy hat without a fancy dress.
Right.
So it becomes a fancy hat and dress a day, and you have competitions to see the best hat. Then you have the different hat categories, the hats with feathers or hat with certain materials. So you have different hat categories, and the ladies, they line up and they subject themselves to adjudication,
Like
and then
Diamond
yes, so it's a
Remember?
grand day. And when I was especially when I was a boy, Oaks Day used to be a real spectacle because you had some tremendous hats. Don't know where those ladies made their hats.
You went for hats?
Well, I went to see the ladies as a little boy. So the hats were the hats were very good. Were very good, and those days were tremendous. I just lost my train of thought just now. Sorry. Yeah.
Because you were remembering the ladies
No.
and their
My
hats.
producer was talking to me when he should have been talking to Lance. Right. So there you go. So yeah, it's just fantastic.
Yeah. Well, George is saying that he was looking at the hats, but
We know
George,
better, Lance. Come on, we work with him.
He may have been looking from the neck down.
I was looking at the Phillies.
Phillies.
The Phillies on the track
I was looking at
or
the Phillies.
in the stands.
I was looking at the Phillies.
This will be live, by the way, on SportsMax on Saturday afternoon, starting at approximately 4 o'clock. Above and Beyond, looking to complete the Guinness Oaks double. No horse has done that, by the way, since 2009 when St. Cecilia did it. And this is going to be if Above and Beyond wins here, it will be the first time since St. Cecilia back in 2009 that a horse doubles up winning the Guinness and the Oaks. There are times when horses didn't attempt it. In 2017, for instance, She's a Man-Eater won the Guinness and didn't go into the Oaks. But during the past 4 years or so, the ones who tried were unable to do that, including Nuclear Affair, Disability Charm, and last year, I Am the One. We go to break. More on the SportsMax Zone after this.